Welcome to the Irrelevant Podcast. My name is Nathan Jones. I'm here with my co-host Alex Lewis, back for episode 25. And I know last week we promised that there would be a guest here, but as you can see, clearly, if you're watching and not listening, we are guestless once again. So you get to surprise episode 25. Our guest is once again no one, but
or just my multiple personalities. We
could definitely do that. We should search the inner sides of Alex's. We should just question your multiple personalities. Put up a little box over here and put a little smiley face on it.
That'd be fun. What?
Put like a
gold star system or what? Like
draw like a little
stars like it's smiley faces.
Or we just put a Doodle Bob face up there. Just put your.
The fuck is Doodle Bob?
You never watched SpongeBob?
Oh,
never.
I watched SpongeBob. Yeah, I watched SpongeBob, but
the Doodle Bob episode. Come on now. SpongeBob draws himself with a giant pencil, and he ends up not being really good. It's like a magical pencil that falls from the up above.
From the up above and works underwater.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the part that always got me. I was like, how the hell is this pencil working underwater? I didn't understand that part. And it erased.
Magic.
It erased. Magic. Yeah. And then they send it back up to the guy that
and does like the water get in the buildings that they're in, or are those buildings no longer have water?
No, the water's like air. Working? No, the water's like air.
Yeah, so it gets through the buildings. Like they don't have actual windows. They just have things that look like windows.
Right.
Which fill up with water like they would in a fish tank.
Right. I always wondered how the pineapple worked, though. It's just, I don't know.
It's clearly a ceramic pineapple.
Oh, SpongeBob. Well, yeah, because when the nematode things eat his house, and then the episode where him and Patrick try to build a house, and he puts it on. He make one, but it's only like as big as SpongeBob, and it ends up breaking because it looks ceramic. Anyway,
fascinating.
So you didn't watch SpongeBob? What cartoons did you watch? Did you watch any?
South Park, The Simpsons.
As a kid, you were watching South Park.
Family Guy.
I
was like 8 years old.
Man, I didn't find South Park until I was like in college.
What? Oh man.
Yeah, but you're in Colorado. It makes sense.
Shit's hilarious.
Yeah, so it's like probably shoved down your guys' face out there.
No, not really.
Really? Yeah, South Park is on a different level.
I mean, the level of intelligence it takes to understand what they're even making fun of is above your average person, I believe.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Most people go, that show's stupid. I'm like, well, you clearly don't get it then.
Yeah, because they're making fun of people in a way that is funny, but like subtly and not so subtly taking shots at other people.
Oh no, they're outright just ripping on people. It's amazing. They're not very subtle about it at all. It's just you have to be like informed about different things that are happening.
Kind of have to watch what's going on in the world. Yeah,
a little bit.
I remember picking it up right when the Black Friday stuff hit. Did you watch the Black Friday episodes, the marathon one?
Possibly.
It's pretty good.
I think I stopped at like season 22 or something.
Man, I can't remember the last one.
Last season I remember is when Whole Foods moves in and gentrifies everything.
Yeah, I think I remember that one, but I don't know.
Because that's what happens where I live. That's exactly, it happened at the same time where I live while it was happening in the South Park episodes. I was like, this is amazing.
It's so funny, but there's actually some seriousness about it too. It's like, oh crap,
it's 100% factual.
This is really happening. Yeah.
Denver has like weird neighborhood names and shit. The gentrification thing.
I never got into The Simpsons. I don't think I was allowed to watch The Simpsons either.
Simpsons have predicted so many things.
Yes, which I don't understand.
Great.
What are they doing? How do they do that?
Did you ever watch Johnny Bravo?
Yeah, I like Johnny Bravo.
Guy's awesome.
Yeah, he kept getting his ass kicked by women all the time. It's like I saw some meme about Johnny Bravo one time, and I was like, wait a minute, why are we knocking on Johnny Bravo so much? About how like he was like attacking women, and he's the thing that men should never want to be, and like never talk to women like this, and he's always derogative, and I'm like, it's a cartoon. Like, can we take the step back just for a second? But I never watched Simpsons though.
Missing out, man.
I think I watched like Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron.
Fairly Odd Parents was okay.
Cartoon. I watched Dexter's Lab. That was a good one.
That was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. So what's new in the wide world of Colorado?
Fucking CU's blowing up, dude.
Yeah, go Buffs. Shout out Deion. We should get him on here.
I don't think I'll be a CU fan, but it's pretty interesting to watch. That's
knocked off a team that played in the national championship last year.
Well, and I'm wondering if they won't burn the city down this weekend. So,
hey, they're in the top 25 now. I saw
22 number Man. 22.
Gave them a little respect on their name now.
Yeah, pretty fascinating.
Well, I think everyone's, saying, not a big deal. TCU wasn't very good, blah, blah, blah.
Maybe they're not, but
still had to.
They only won one game last year, and the last time they played them, it was like a fucking giant ass whooping. So
Colorado only won one game last year?
Yeah, 1-11.
It's amazing how much nobody knew that, and then Deion comes in, and now it's all eyes on Colorado. One man.
All eyes on Colorado. Yeah, that influence is crazy, man.
Everyone I talk to doesn't like him, though.
Really?
Like, how do you not like this guy? I don't understand.
Because you have traditional values and don't think you should be talking shit back to the reporters, which I think is hilarious.
Well, I think that's the biggest part of it is people think he's arrogant, and they think he's like a jerk. And
I mean, he's just got some undeniable belief, man.
I mean, do you not remember him as a player? Is what I want to say. It's like
not any different.
Dude was a baller, baby.
He's not changed.
No. The same. That's what he said. He's like, you didn't make me, so you can't break me. I loved that clip he had in that press conference. That was awesome.
Like, why would I care about your opinion of me?
I don't care about you.
Yeah.
You peon.
I mean, that's a great attitude to have.
Yeah, he's too focused on what he's trying to get accomplished. He doesn't care.
Right.
It's clearly working out for him. Maybe people should, which might have been his element of surprise, and now it's like, oh crap. All right, maybe we do have to kind of pay attention to this guy.
What do you mean element of surprise, dude? He's told everyone the whole time.
Yeah, but no one believed him.
Well, that's their fault. I mean,
so now
he wasn't lying.
But now he's in the top 25, so now they can't be like, oh, they snuck up on us.
If Shador is that good every game, good luck.
Yeah, man. They got some wide receivers, too. They had 4 guys over 100 yards.
Well, Travis Hunter is just on the next level of... Did you see the Heisman watch that's already out?
Yeah, I can't believe he's already being talked about.
It goes 1, 2, and then the running back was number 8 or 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 3 top 10 Heisman candidates in one game. That's pretty good. Travis Hunter, yeah, like 149 snaps or 119 snaps, something crazy.
Yeah, that kid's supposed to like be the next Champ Bailey or something like that, from what I understand.
Deion said he's a better cornerback than he was, and he's an even better wide receiver.
That's scary. That's a nice way. That's a nice way to talk about your guy. I don't think there's many people better than Deion was, but
he's coached that kid since he was in 4th grade.
Oh wow, holy cow! Where was he going before Colorado? I wonder.
He went to Jackson State with Deion.
Oh, so he pulled him there. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was like a young kid.
He was the #1 recruit that went to Jackson State that first summer.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with Jackson State stuff. They don't get any publicity, so.
Right. Well, not anymore.
Deion, baby. Deion. Where are they going to go next year when the Pac-12's gone, though?
What do you mean? They're in the Big 12.
Oh, they moved back to the Big 12?
Yeah, that was why the game made they played like a Big 12 team to a T, dude. No defense, all offense.
Yeah, that's true. Gunslinging, baby. 50 points and moving on.
Yeah, that was... I mean, I was thoroughly impressed. I couldn't believe it. That is not what they looked like at the practice I went to.
Yeah, you said you weren't. You were a little worried.
I was not impressed at all. I was really worried. I'm glad that practice was just a shit day. Like, I did see Shador throw some good balls that day, but I was like, I don't know. The offensive line looked terrible.
Yeah. I mean, hey, they clearly have some issues, though, if they gave up 40-some points. But still,
defense is not real stout yet. Doesn't seem to be.
I mean, if they can win 6 games this year, it's a huge accomplishment, I feel like.
Dude, I think they actually have to win probably 10 games. Like, the TCU was like one of their biggest challenges.
Was it?
Pac-12 is not that good.
Let's look at their schedule. Now I'm concerned with
Oregon. You got Oregon and like Oregon State.
Let's look at Colorado's schedule. Yeah, Oregon State.
I don't think anyone cares about UCLA. I don't think anyone cares about Cal. I don't think anyone cares about Stanford. I'm sure they're not like gimmies, but they were like a 20-point underdog or something stupid.
Yeah, they were like way like 20.5, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, Pat McAfee picked them, baby.
So I don't know what other game is going to give them that kind of deficit.
Yeah.
Again this year.
See what the
Dude threw for 500 yards at 80% completion percentage and no picks.
Okay. I wonder how much the books shifted after that too. I wonder.
I have no idea.
So they play Nebraska this week.
Yeah, rivalry game, but they're gonna crush them, I think.
They are a +3 favorite right now.
Do you see how Nebraska choked in their opener?
No, I lied. They are not. No, I didn't see them play. They are still the underdog against them. Oh no, wait, no, they're not. Okay, yeah, they're a 3-point favorite against Nebraska. That's not bad. So they went from a 20-point underdog against a ranked team, and now they're playing a non-ranked team, and is Nebraska ranked?
Is Nebraska ranked? No, I don't think
No,
so.
they're not. They lost. Yeah, it's Minnesota.
Yeah. They let Minnesota come back and tie it and beat them.
So they're underdogs, or they're favorites there. Let's see here.
Is it really worth looking at right now when they change week to week?
Yeah, you know. Colorado State, though, they'll probably beat them, right?
They're going to rape them. Are you kidding me?
Okay, so we could be 3-0 Colorado.
3-0, yeah. Colorado could start 3-0.
And then the Ducks. They got to go to the Ducks.
Which they're probably not favored in that game.
I don't think so. Oregon's ranked, I think. Oh, Oregon put up an 81 spot on Portland State. Like, let's not.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Whoa. I mean, it's Portland State,
that
but
poor Duck does that many push-ups. Or does like
yeah,
something stupid. He did some insane amount of push-ups.
Oklahoma put up 73 on him. Southeast Missouri State too. They look pretty good.
I think he does 7 push-ups for every touchdown. Or no, he does. I don't know.
Yeah, they do. No, they do the score. Yeah, so if they score 7.
No, he ended up doing like 400 push-ups though for some reason. So it's something multiplied by the score. Like
in that
score.
In that stupid schedule
in
too.
The suit.
Yeah. Like, what do we do?
The mascot. Like, that guy's dedicated.
So, well, the schedule gets tough. Then it goes Oregon, USC.
Oh yeah, I forgot about USC.
They're
USC
good.
and Oregon will be good. That'll be good games.
Those are good. Those are your big test games. And then
those could be losses.
Arizona State.
Yeah, I don't really see that. Come on.
Then they get Stanford on ESPN. Ooh.
I think they'll probably smush Stanford. Stanford
Friday night game. And then they end with. Oh no. Well,
they're in Oregon State and Cal and.
Yeah, their last 5 is UCLA, Oregon State, Arizona, Washington State, Utah. So there's definitely a lot of wins out there.
Don't they play Washington at some point too?
Nope, they're not on the schedule. That's weird.
So I think questionable games would probably be USC and Oregon.
Yep.
Everything else, though, I think they could win. They could go 10-2.
Yeah, they could.
I think they could actually go undefeated, but
they'd have to play their ass off to win every game.
I know. Did you see that fucking speech Deion gave them before they went out? Come on, man. Those kids were going to run through a fucking wall for that guy.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. I mean, USC is 6th ranked right now. Good thing they don't play Washington. They're a top 10. Utah is top 15.
Caleb Williams was like all the talk until Shador came out and dropped 500 yards.
Yeah. Utah's 12. Oregon's 13.
Think about how crazy that is. 500 fucking yards.
Man, the Pac-12 is actually like...
They're okay.
Got some teams there, though. Like Oregon State, Oregon, Utah.
Not next year.
Washington.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. See you later, boys. I can't believe they allowed that to happen. Like the NCAA.
Money talks and bullshit walks, bro.
I saw that
TV deals. You got money to spend.
Southern
TV deals. You don't have money to spend.
Yeah, Southern Methodist. They came into the Big 12 and gave away their media rights for 9 years. just like, yep, we'd rather be in the Big 12 than being in some mediocre conference and have our TV rights. It's like, that's how much money we're talking about differential here. And that's just the Big 12.
Like $40 million, $50 million or fucking a year or something crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like, Texas had their own network and couldn't even make as much money as they're going to make when they go to the SEC. So.
Nope.
Texas, Alabama this week. That should be an interesting one.
I don't care until they put Manning's kid in.
Is he at Texas? Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the backup at Texas. He's going to make more than Joe Burrow base salary this year.
Dude, this NIL stuff, it's getting out of control.
Shador's going to make like almost $3 million this year or something.
Just off of his endorsements?
No, off his NIL deal.
So Colorado is paying him $3 million, essentially.
I mean, I think something like that.
So can we just get away from amateurism and just say that there is no amateurism anymore, and especially in football?
They need to act like pros. And get paid like them.
So let's just turn colleges into the minor leagues then. Like, screw it.
That's what it is. It's always been. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, kind of.
No, it has. They just pretended like it, so no, they didn't have to kick back any money.
Let's just group them all. And
that's what extortion feels like.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but like it's free labor and shit when you don't agree to it.
What are you talking about?
Education.
They're giving them a scholarship.
Most of them don't graduate.
Yeah.
Most of them don't graduate.
Here's your scholarship and some meals. There you go, buddy.
Not even really, though. They don't even give them enough food to be athletes.
Yeah. My meal plan wasn't even paid for on my scholarship. I had to pay for that. So.
Well, see. Get you coming and going.
But that was a private school. A little small private school. So no big deal. They get you coming and going. Yeah, well, they got me going for sure. Here's the bill, buddy. We'll see you later.
Yeah, I just got a thing in the mail for my student loans to pay back after all these years of not having to pay them. I'm like, oh, you guys still want me to pay that, huh? I'll think about it, I guess.
That's fun.
Get there when it gets there.
Oh, boy. You mean you don't have to pay those back?
I have yet to, but apparently now they want me to. Who the fuck knows?
Is it like the COVID differentiated payments?
Time. I'm sure the president will say some dumb shit and get it delayed again, and then we'll have to make payments for a while, and then...
Yeah, as long as some kind of threat of some kind of virus is out there, we're good.
Well, I just feel like there's going to be... This is the move, right? Like, okay, you guys are going to have to start paying these back in September. Then, like, somewhere along the lines of, like, October, it's like, oh, no, we got them delayed again because we're going to pay them off for you. Like they told us originally.
Yeah.
Then it just, gets pushed back even more. All the while, what they're doing is just collecting interest on these loans.
Yeah.
Which, whatever.
Yeah. So what, I guess? So they actually decide to...
Biggest scam in history.
What did they do in the last one?
Go to all the high schools and tell these kids they need to go to college, and then we can give them loans to go to college. Didn't
they defer a big amount or something? What did they do last time? I can't remember.
Who knows? It's all nonsense.
Yeah, I know I didn't ever. I mean, mine were already paid off, but
mine are not. I've really, really dragged that out. So.
Well, I only got to pay mine off because I had an inheritance check, so it was just like, see, yeah, I didn't want to pay interest on them anymore, so I just paid off the total value of what I had. So, because I didn't want to. The interest rates are crazy, and I don't even want to know what they're like now. They have to be worse.
Probably.
Because interest is terrible on everything else right now.
Right. So they deferred it long enough to where they could charge you like 3 times as much interest and make even more money.
God. They're like, here's 10% on 100,000. Cool. Cool. I can't even imagine.
Already 6% before. They were borrowing it at 2 and giving it to us at 6.
What do you think? Gosh, can you imagine being a doctor or a lawyer and you're just always making some kind of payment? I feel like
sounds exhausting.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I did this thing and I'm gonna have this lucrative career, but I'm always gonna have these huge bills over my head, always. Or at least
that doesn't seem very like smart, and when you look at it that way, does it?
Yeah, that job better be really rewarding if you're gonna just take on that much debt.
Man, if I go back with knowledge I have now about finance, if I could go back, say 12, 15 years, and start over, oh fuck.
You're sitting okay.
Okay, I wouldn't have to work.
Just invest in the right places.
Well, yeah, if I knew that eventually, like, just keep working out, that's gonna pan out. Just jump on social media sooner because you'll be able to make money off of it.
Yeah, if you could have caught the
Don't
first.
use it as a popularity contest.
Yeah, if you could have marketed social media better earlier, you could have been one of these people that's just like,
Well, I was doing all that shit. I wasn't not doing like, and the stuff I learned in the last few years wasn't like, some of it was like cutting edge stuff that I probably would have had to wait a while to learn, but most of it was like, I could have been practicing that.
yeah, yeah, just building a presence, okay. Building a good presence.
At least I started at some point instead of not at all. So
yeah, some people don't get started and they don't do anything.
Most.
Yeah,
majority of people don't start. That's the hard part, right?
Do you think that people still do, like, they start whatever job they started when they were young, they still stay in that career path for the rest of your life? They don't do that anymore, really. I wonder what the numbers are on that. You know, like some people will start in a business.
Fall into the comfort pattern.
I don't know that
happens.
People work their way up anymore as much. I think they bounce around more.
Possible.
I don't think that like, I'm gonna stay here at this job forever is the thing anymore.
Well, I mean, maybe social media is just showing people how many more options there are.
Yeah, which is probably, I don't know. I don't think companies are loyal to employees anymore, so I don't think that.
Like, think about if you didn't have social media, you'd have no idea how much money could be in strength and conditioning.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there.
Like, depending on what lens you're looking through and what areas you're looking at, you're like, well, this is either a lucrative business or it's a shit business.
Yeah, right? It's either everything or nothing.
So nobody understands that, like, well, it's just kind of different depending on where you go. Like, if you want to work in a school and help kids, well, that's going to be more of a passion project. That's not going to make you lots of money.
No. Zero.
Doesn't mean you can't have the knowledge to make lots of money outside of that, so you can do both. Like, that's possible.
Yep.
But
no, teaching's dying. Teachers are just.
Well, I just meant like strength and conditioning coaches, for example.
Yeah, I just look at it from a teaching standpoint because that's what I'm familiar with, and that's what my wife's familiar with. I'm like, well, there's no money there.
No, there was never really money there.
No, and there never will be, unfortunately.
Not in the public system.
No, well, in the private sector.
You go to one of those pay-to-play places, then the rules change.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, yeah, you can be fired based off your performance. So that all of a sudden now we have competition.
That's all you have to do to change the education system. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, crazy, huh? A little bit of accountability and putting a little fire to the feet.
And I bet that our kids would get smarter too. Wow.
No, competition's evil, Nathan. That's what I got to figure out with this powerlifting team. Like, how am I going to get these kids to compete all the time?
So you didn't have your first meeting yet. That's this week?
Yeah, I guess they only do it twice a month at the gym. So yeah, that'll be this week. So
they just lift on campus the other 2 times?
Yeah, I mean, their rec center is pretty ridiculous, bro.
So are they set up to where they are lifting like a consistent thing and people are developing?
I have no idea what they're doing. I've not talked to any of them. I talked to the president like a little bit.
It sounds like a bunch of.
I know one kid that's going to join it she's just crushing it. And there's another kid that just won Southwest Regionals, but he's coached by the Ohio State powerlifting coach.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whatever. I don't know.
Sounds like a bunch of kids that like to lift have just gotten together and been like, let's do this.
That's why it's a club, and I don't know if I'd really call it a team yet.
Right. So they just work out whenever they want to work out or do what they want to do.
I have no idea.
Huh. You're going to get in there and you're going to see how they like put things together and you're going to be like, oh no.
Well, they just max out all the time, probably. I get it. I don't think I know what that looks like.
Yeah. Nice structure. Oh, wait, there is none.
It's all right. I just got to, keep them healthy and then see what we can do.
Yeah.
None of it matters if you're injured, so.
No. Can't do anything.
Right, Nathan?
Can't do anything. Yeah. 1 giant leap forward, 7 giant leaps backwards.
I think next time you should realize that if it feels tight, maybe you shouldn't do it. Just going to throw that out there.
Well, I guess, yeah.
I do enjoy when I listen to people explain to me what happened, and I go, "Well, that seems like that was the point. You should have stopped." And then they're like, "Well, then I did." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, we didn't stop."
Nothing,
Right.
nothing felt bad today. Nothing felt bad. Like my jumps felt good. Warm up felt good. Everything felt good. I was like, all right, we might be getting over
squat
this.
Machine or belt squat.
Apparently, yeah. Well, I could have had a belt squat. Freaking.
Well, no, you couldn't have. You tried to make a deal and got fucked.
That's some crap, dude. I don't even want to talk about that. I even sold the car. Did he ever
get back to you about anything?
No, freaking jackass.
Man, that is fucking lame.
We even got the car sold, so we were like, we had the cash and everything. I was so mad.
All right. Win some, you lose some, I suppose.
Yeah, that's a big loss. I feel like that could have been a huge win for the gym. I feel like, but
well, put it out in the universe, and I'm sure another one will find you.
Universe, find me an ATP machine.
Anybody with a West Side ATP that they don't want.
Yeah. Yes, also,
it's got to be the West Side one.
First of all, why did they? I wonder why they didn't want that.
I have no idea.
Why would you not want that piece of equipment?
Maybe because it's heavy. Like it is. It's hard. It's a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's heavy and it takes up a lot of space. Like I get that, but
well, like I mean, you can't load it that heavy in the beginning because like you're weak as piss.
Yeah, it's just so versatile.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome, but what the fuck do I know? I haven't done anything cool yet.
You don't know nothing.
No. Nada tostada. Man, this cumulative fatigue is some fucking bullshit. I tell you what.
Yeah, how's that going for you, Mr. Mr. Chains?
I just wanted to sleep all day.
Mr. Chains and bands and bands and chains.
Dude, the bands and chains is fucking the coolest setup of all.
What makes it so
the best?
What makes it so great?
I don't notice any of it, and I just move faster. So, for what I'm trying to accomplish, it's the bee's knees.
Yeah, you think that's just because of the overspeed component of the bands?
Well, yeah, but then there's still like I just don't feel there's no like hitting a wall like you normally would.
Right.
So it's either the fact that I went heavy on the bands before, so now when I back down, I just run right through them, so I don't ever lose to them.
So what's
and then the chain just evens it out? I don't know.
What's the percentage of chains and bands that you're using right now? Like a combination
5%
of both
combined.
Gotcha.
I had 120 pounds of accommodating resistance, which is about 25% of 500, right?
So 60 of each is what you're
hit 500 maybe. I mean, that 475 at the top didn't feel hard. I was like smoked.
Yeah, it looked quick out of the bottom, which makes sense. It should be, but the guy has found the unlock. It sounds like.
I don't know if I found the unlock. I needed to get faster for training, and I got faster, I think.
Why did you feel like you needed to get faster, Alex?
Because I've never tried to move heavy weights quickly.
You're just cruising along.
Yeah. Like hypertrophy stuff.
But it's not even really like true dynamic effort work, though. It's way heavier.
These are max efforts. I'm just trying to move them as fast as possible.
Right. So what's the theory?
My sport is to do powerlifting, right?
Right.
So if I wanted to get better at powerlifting and I wanted to be able to move the weight faster because I felt like I wasn't moving it quick enough.
Mm-hmm.
So how would I practice that for my sport? Well, I would do singles, and I would do it in ways that allow me to elicit more speed.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. So for the last 60 days almost, I've done singles with accommodating resistance to varying degrees, overloading my nervous system for one, and two, working on my ability to generate speed better.
Right. But you're not working within a like particular percentage range, are you?
No, I went mostly accommodating resistance this way because I wanted to deload as much weight at the bottom as possible.
Right. Exactly.
I want as much stimulus in the nervous system without as much stimulus in the muscles.
Right. So it doesn't.
I was doing hypertrophy work for accessories.
It looks so. It's like not like what people would typically expect out of like a dynamic effort day or anything like that. It's still max effort work. You're
max effort work. There is no dynamic effort work yet.
Yeah, you're just putting the load in a different way.
Dynamic effort work, in my opinion, takes such a high level of neurological coordination that it should just be reserved for mostly the peaking cycle for most people.
Why do you feel that way, sir?
because of how hard the lifts are to do with that much technique.
Yeah.
You can do things that are like within the dynamic effort range, which would just be submaximal lifting with a high intent.
Right.
And you could consider that dynamic effort work, I suppose. But oftentimes I don't see the technique being that good there.
No. It's not utilized that way for most people that you see most of the time.
Like, I don't know how people I see with those fucking red bands trying to squat and do dynamic work, and it's like, hey, that's not working.
Yeah.
It's not creating the overspeed eccentrics.
Nope.
Move faster. Like,
well, and it has to rely. You have, yeah. It's probably not even
starting with those things with, like Bird was talking about, shit tons of band tension and doing singles to get good technique that way. That might be a better option early on.
Mm-hmm.
Teaches you to brace, teach you to do that. Like, it teaches you a lot of things where if you think doing 5x5 like Westside was doing, those guys are really good at those movements already.
Right.
I don't know. Dynamic effort work, I think, is for highly skilled individuals. I don't think most people are going to have technique for that.
No.
I think you can have a day that's definitely submaximal and focused on like explosive stuff. But hitting that speed strength like Westside did, like, you're going to be really good at those things to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. My peaking cycle, I'll have some band work like that, but
yeah. So you're using it as a deload almost.
I wanted to do maximal effort singles to practice for my sport without taking all the stress of having to load all that weight in the lengthened position.
Right. So you still think it'll work neurologically though?
Why wouldn't it? Nervous system doesn't know any different.
Yeah. Well,
it thinks I've had 505 on my back or 500.
Right. And that's kind of what
I've pulled 530 off the ground.
It's what I've kind of seen with, because I'm running brief maximal tension like that. So these kids take this weight out with all this chain on, and they're like, holy cow, still feels heavy as hell. And I'm like, yep, because your brain doesn't know the difference at the top. Like, it still feels that load.
Well, when it goes down, it can't register. It's so fat. It can't register that it's lighter.
Right.
That's not a thing that's happening. So if you're training that way, it's teaching you how to move faster because you think it's going to be heavier.
Yep. Right. Which is where I think kids struggle with, obviously. They're terrible technique-wise, speed-wise. They're lacking that component.
You could extend that out to inexperienced lifters.
Right. Yeah.
Not comfortable in that lengthened position.
No. Everyone hates it. They don't like to struggle.
So if you add accommodating resistance, especially something like thick bands where, like, it's a motherfucker. You got to really try to outrun those things.
Mm-hmm.
Right now that I've used those blue ones for squats and deadlifts, when I did those greens, it didn't even, I was like, whatever.
Yeah, no big deal.
No. But like that was 475 on my back at the top, and I was like, this feels comparable to like what I felt in competition when I had 460 on my back.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, this feels pretty heavy.
Yeah, whenever I do like heavy bands, heavy chains, every time I take it out, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be fun. I mean,
there's a reason people will do like heavy walkouts a few days before comp, because it's gonna trick your nervous system into thinking like, oh shit,
here we go. Yeah.
Isn't that like that PAP shit?
Post activation potentiation. Yeah. So that's probably why that works.
I've had lifters do jumps right before they don't get on the platform, and it's fucking crazy how fast you come out of the bottom.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, I actually do my first set after jumps. I superset it, and I notice substantially it is just like boing, and it's before I even have sleeves on.
Yep.
So exciting the nervous system and manipulating the nervous system to do more work is what we're trying to do.
Yep. So why contrast pairings work so well, I feel like.
Well, yeah, part of that one, like, especially say you're using the jumps, right? Like, you're doing weighted jumps into the ones where they're pulling you up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you can pull yourself into a different like place, your body's like, oh shit, we can get here.
We can fly. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it tries to mimic that again because that's what it thinks it can do.
Yep. It's always, that's what Bidney talks about, because they do loaded and then they do unloaded in the same session. So he goes from, here's 30 extra pounds of weight, and then now you have to, well, actually it's more than that. They do like 60 extra pounds of weight. So you're jumping with like 30s, 35s, 40s. And then they go and take the dumbbells away and then go jump. And it's like, well, yeah, your body's going to feel like it can fly.
Right.
Yeah. So that's how he
Well, I
gets.
did it that one time, and it like made a fucking 3-inch difference in my vertical.
Yeah.
Like I jumped, and I did a couple with the dumbbells, and I went back, and it was like 3 inches difference. I'm like,
this is cool.
There's something to that. Well, it just the nervous system only knows by inputs. That's what people don't understand. Is like it's an input thing.
Yeah.
So the more correct inputs that you put in, the better the results you're going to get back out.
Jumps.
I get to max out in a few weeks and see if I can hit some PRs.
Think you're gonna make it to the end?
What do you mean?
Mr.
Deload in a few days.
Oh, so this is after you deload. I thought you was coming up before.
Yeah. All right, deload before I start peaking.
Competition's not too far away for you.
November 18th.
2 months-ish.
1.5 months.
So what is that, about 10 weeks?
I don't know.
Give or take, yeah. There you go.
All planned out in the calendar.
It's ready. It's there. Just gotta wake up and do the work.
Almost. I gotta do some fine tinkering.
Oh, for those of you,
some pull-ups.
For those of you who don't know, I mean, that's kind of what you get with us. You can wake up and just do the work every day. You just wake up, open your nice little app, and there's the work for you. You don't even have to think. Just do it.
I mean,
that's the benefit of hiring a coach.
Yeah, it is nice.
Instead of walking into the YMCA and jumping on a few machines.
I've gotten to the point where I try to make like as little decisions as possible throughout the day because I'm making them for other people all the time anyways. So it's like I got to minimize mine.
Yeah.
Like put all the food in the day before that I'm going to eat the next day. Then I don't have to think about it.
Too many inputs. You need less inputs. Yeah. Alex's machine needs less inputs, everyone. No ones and zeros for him.
Not at all.
He's not a computer. And just so you know, Alex is not a robot. He's just heavily prepared.
I could be a cyborg.
Yeah, you might be. You never know. You're a freaking Terminator. That's what it is.
When I text some people in the morning, like you texted me at 4:30 in the morning, I'm like,
yeah, welcome to it.
Your notifications were silenced. So what?
Yeah. That's why I tell people, I'm like, you can text me at like, 9 o'clock. I won't reply. My notifications are like, I'll send you a message when I wake up at 4.
Response right away. It's just
yeah. I'm just letting you know that I saw it and I'm giving you the reply. And if you don't like it at 4 a.m., that's your fault, not mine. Because that's when I got your message. So don't text me after 9. I won't reply usually. For those of you.
I guess I just get up early. Early bird gets the worm, they say.
Well, my early bird is to train people. So 4:30 in the morning.
I don't see anybody until 6. I see one person at 6 twice a week.
You think you'd struggle at seeing somebody before 6 o'clock?
Oh, yeah. Because I need to work out before I do it usually. So there's...
It's got to be in a good frame of mind.
Like tomorrow, I'm going to probably get to the gym at like 4.
Is it a long one? You have someone at 6? Is that why you said? Yeah. Got to get it done, huh?
Try. My workouts are long as fuck. Deal.
Jesus.
I'd have to split it up.
Do like your technique work and skill work before, and then later on do your accessory work?
Tomorrow's just a building day for benching, so there is nothing too serious.
It's a building day?
Yeah, I do some rows and I do some incline bench.
So it's like a secondary day.
Exactly.
It's just a ton of volume though.
On the incline, yeah. That's a 25.
Oh, God.
With the bamboo bar.
I was reading about some 5th set stuff today, actually. So I was reading about Swedes' good stuff here.
Next week or next cycle, I'm going to do pull-ups instead of the rows.
That should be interesting.
They crush my brachialis, and like I would rather have a stronger brachialis for benching than not.
Makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think the upper back is the key to being good at powerlifting.
It's needed in almost every lift.
Oh, it is every lift.
Yeah. It's like, why does my upper back always hurt? Oh, because I'm constantly using this damn thing. That's who we need to get on here. We need to ask old Swede if he'd come on.
That's a good one.
He's probably busy though. Seems like he's a very busy man.
I just released some new supplement thing that looks pretty cool.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see it, I guess.
Like NAD plus type stuff. I don't know.
Ooh. that we could talk about supplements, what people should or shouldn't take them, and which ones are good.
All right, now you've piqued my curiosity.
Or how
Why the fuck shouldn't you take supplements? Let's start there, please.
Well, no. Let's back up even further. Why should you not try to out supplement a bad diet? That's the first question. You can't. Just so you know, you can't.
Rewind. You said the word supplement and the word diet. The supplement is to help the diet, not to be the diet, right?
Yes.
Does anybody know what the fucking word diet even means?
Like word for word? No, I couldn't tell you what.
Not word for word, but we're gonna. What do you think it means?
Well, I don't use that word. I don't tell people you're gonna go on a diet. I don't use that word. Just tell people how to live. We're gonna eat balanced and nutritionally. That's what we're gonna do. Screw the diet, because I feel like people have a bad association with the word diet.
Well, I'm it's.
And then when you say diet, everyone's like, "Oh, which diet?" I'm like, "No,
it's the kinds of foods that a person, animal, or community habitually eats."
Right. Okay.
Your diet is your habits. Your diet is not I'm going to eat less food. That's a habit that you're trying to create.
Right.
You get fat because you have shitty habits.
That
you're
is
lazy because you have shitty habits.
But most
you're
people
unsuccessful because you have shitty habits.
Most people see diets as how do I lose weight?
Yeah, it's called that. That's called marketing.
Yeah, what's a bad association with food, in my opinion?
Well, yeah, most people have bad associations with food because they have inner demons they haven't worked out, so they just fucking want to eat their feelings. Have you ever seen fucking Austin Powers? Fat because I'm unhappy, and I'm unhappy because I'm fat. Well, yeah.
Endless cycle.
You can't do that.
Endless cycle.
It doesn't work that way, right?
Food is
you need
friends.
To move, and you have to embrace discomfort and do really hard shit and be told no and fail. And,
I don't want to be uncomfortable. Don't tell me
all
that.
These trials and tribulations, and then maybe one day you'll appreciate it enough to be happy.
I think it was, who was it? Shauna in the gym this morning. She was she said, I come to the gym because I want it to be fun. And I'm like, no, you don't come to the gym. You maybe like the environment and you like the community, but this is not fun. Nothing that we do is fun.
That's the thing I have to think about, right? I'm going to try and help these college kids. And I'm I know they want it to be fun.
Yeah.
And I know that there can be an element of fun. But it's not fun.
It's not. No, the training is not.
It's not fun. It fucking sucks.
Yeah. I don't enjoy the stuff I do.
The progression is fun.
Yeah.
Getting strong is fun.
Yeah.
Not being hurt is fun.
Yeah.
But I did FRC today and motherfucker does it hurt.
You got some intense contractions going on right there, I'm sure, right now.
My forearms were just wrecked. I was what is this? What am I doing?
Was that the shoulder work? Or were you doing pronation work, supination work?
I was doing wrist flexion and extension. And then some fucking elbow flexion. My brachialis is just pissed. I'm is this fun though? No, but smoking that 475 with accompanying resistance was pretty fun.
Yeah, just had to recover from that.
Yeah, doing it in a deficit, my body is pissed off. I think it was not having it. All I wanted to do was sleep and eat yesterday.
Like a bear. He's just a big bear.
I feel good today, but
eat,
yesterday I was
sleep,
not having it.
Train. That's it. That's it right there. I know it's a stupid.
I told people a long time ago that was going to be my life, and they're like, "Yeah, good luck." Here I am, bitches.
That's all he does. He's a machine. He's just. We're gonna make a poll. What is Alex? A bear, a cyborg, or an interdimensional alien? Sasquatch. I missed the Sasquatch logo. Come on.
I still have shirts with it, so I don't. I'm sorry.
Unbelievable.
You can probably order some if you know the right people.
This guy's got a tiger logo now. He went from a Sasquatch to a tiger.
You notice both animals have no pack mentality, though. They're just fucking Lone Rangers.
Dude, tigers are legit.
Well, yeah, they fuck everything up, dude. I think a tiger would fuck up a lion, but
I think they've proved that, haven't they? Because lions are too lazy.
Probably, and tigers are actually bigger. The Siberian ones, anyways.
Yeah, those Siberian tigers are huge.
500 pounds or something. what?
Can you imagine? Dude, what the
No,
hell
I can't imagine.
was
You know how
that video
terrifying that
you
would be?
sent me the other day of the bear and
Of the
that
guy
guy?
wrestling the bear?
What are we doing?
How cool is that, right?
That's not cool. That's an
That
inch
was
away from dying.
amazing.
That's
I
an
could not believe that he was actually like grappling with a bear.
Yeah, it's just
That was
best.
fucking intense.
They're just boys.
like-
They're homies.
I was like, what is happening right now?
Who's your training partner? Mine's a bear.
Right. Like, if I get my jujitsu clients on this,
God bless. That guy is a death wish. That bear has to decide in about a split second that you're just food and it's over.
yeah.
And those people standing around can't help.
People that does not understand the benefits of strength training yet. These jujitsu people.
Yeah. Because I just want to practice and practice and practice.
Well, and then it's like having to define different capacities, right? Like your conditioning in the gym is not necessarily going to improve your mat conditioning for jiu-jitsu,
Right.
but it will improve your ability to recover from all of it.
Right.
So it is improving your conditioning.
I tell that to
It's
kids.
not going to make rolling around necessarily much easier.
Right. I tell kids that a lot. I'm like, why am I pulling a sled to? I don't do like I'm a wrestler or I'm this or I'm that. I'm like, because it's not specific to what you're gonna do in that moment. It's specific to your ability to continue to keep doing what you're doing at a high level more times than other people.
Yeah. For especially like grappling, it's like we need the gym to aid in your ability to recover so you can keep doing all this crazy shit you want to keep doing.
Right. I think Tom talked about that one time on a West Side episode, and he was talking about how like fighters they do a lot. Like they just do a lot in practices all the time. And it's like, he's like, my job when they come to me is to not inhibit that. My job is to enhance that. My job is not to crush them with more endurance work to where it'll inhibit their ability to do what they want to do on the mat or in the ring or wherever, in the octagon, whatever. So,
yeah, I started helping this new girl who does jujitsu, and just so happens she's like in a room full of the biggest killers in the fucking country when it comes to jujitsu.
mm-hmm.
And it's like, she's like, well, I want to do this, I want to do that. I go, we need to like just build a base first. Like we need to make it so you can just like keep training as hard as you want to.
From a lifting standpoint, she wants to do a lot of like things that she's seen probably.
Like hypertrophy stuff and like, you know, all the fun stuff right away.
But you're just like, hey, let me give you about 6 months of this GPP work, and let's see how you feel on the mat.
3 years, but yeah.
Well, I know, but you and I know it's going to be give and take. I just had
good luck with that one already in Virginia, where she's been doing it for 18 months, and now she's getting golds at brown belt. So
you're just sweet. Giving her GPP work.
Majority of the time, yeah, it's just mostly conditioning stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And as she gets a little bit stronger, she gets a little more explosive, and like things become easier.
You think people don't want to do the conditioning, A, because it sucks, and B, because we don't want to admit how out of shape we actually are?
I think like in this girl's case that I'm helping, she just is in a room full of actual killers, so it's nothing but hard work.
Right. But conditioning can be hard.
It can be, but it's within a protocol.
Yeah.
Going hard in a jiu-jitsu mat or being in a room full of killers that are just like, you know,
different level
really
of
good at something. Like it's intensity, but it's not that same type of like precision, I guess.
It doesn't max. Well, it doesn't. Yeah.
It's really good. Like to be good at these workouts, you got to follow directions like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Instead of just, I'm going to go out there and whoop your ass.
Yeah. Where she's used to a room of like, I need to try hard. And it's like, yeah, there's that, but we also need to try hard within these
parameters
to create this.
If you try too hard in GPP building, conditioning, or metabolic, right? Just try too hard and see what happens.
Way too much stress.
Yeah, try
like,
too hard.
I already know that's happening on the mat. Like I know it is. Like, well, no, and I go, I know, but it is. I know it is. I just fucking know it.
Oh man, I had a kid message me. He's at wrestling. He went to college for wrestling, and he messaged me. He was like, "Dude, they're trying to kill us." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And so he sent me a picture, and he goes. His mom was talking to him, and she was like, "How was practice?" And he said, "Rough." That's all he said. And she goes, "What do you mean by rough?" He goes, "We run up and down the bleachers nonstop for 20 minutes. Then we went on a hill, bear crawl up it, and stand to hand fight. If we stood still, we had to do push-ups, even if we were resting." She goes, "I guess they're getting you in shape." And he goes, "No, they're killing us." It's like, gosh, like you want to do that, and then they always practice, and then they do that, and it's like, adding a ton of stress. Ton of stress though to the body, like a ton.
I mean, I can see some of these crazy because like this girl was telling me they do like 20-minute rounds in practice. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well that's cool, and that's gonna help you with like specific conditioning to the sport, and maybe, or at least it's gonna help you with mental conditioning. I know that much. Like that's gonna mentally make you like not give a shit about shorter rounds. I'm
here, I'm in it, I'm tired. Yeah, like what 2 minutes is nothing. My job is
to make it so that shit is not that stressful for you to do. Mm-hmm. Completely different capacity than making you.
Yep. Like you're giving her more to pull from if she has to go through those 20-minute intensive.
I'm trying to build a bigger gas tank here.
Yep, exactly. Yeah,
and it's the bigger gas tank I'm trying to pull from is the fucking reserves that we carry around for this adaptation and recovery, which I'm running out of, is why I need a deload. So like when you say deloads are not necessary, they don't work. Like no, their thing. Like even Dave Tate said on a recent podcast, he goes,
"I saw that.
I used to talk shit about it, and I was wrong." Like, well, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's one of the pillars that conjugate people stand on, is because the deload is built in, is what they say. Because
if you're doing it right.
Whoops, I muted myself. If the waves are...
Louis understood how to deload it. Mm-hmm. But when you see 95 different programs in the book of methods, and it's like, well, I'm going to try this one. And it's like, well, no, maybe not.
It's not how that works. The classic...
That's where like maxing with accommodating resistance. Yeah, you can do that every time. I have been for 60 days almost now, and it's fine.
It'll run you into the ground, though.
Straight weight, though, would crush you for this amount of time. Mm-hmm. To try to just keep making PRs and not having any. But no, I think if you use accommodating resistance, you can definitely cycle through variations and different bars and get different maxes all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what's your next step after powerlifting meet then?
I don't know.
We got way away from the diet stuff, by the way.
What do you want to know about the diet?
No, I just think it was funny. That's what we started talking about, and somehow we segued.
Diet is what you eat habitually. Like,
well, the supplements. I guess the supplement side. People are always confused by supplements, and I'm like, it's not that difficult. What is the confusion? Huh?
You need to take magnesium, taurine, and L-theanine. Every single fucking person that listens to this podcast, take all three of those after you're done working out and before you go to bed. Mm-hmm. Work out at night. Near to the time you go to bed, just double your dosage then.
Boom. And you'll sleep great.
You must take these. Like, you're never going to get enough of this stuff from eating.
Nope.
Because I will guarantee anyone who's listening to this, well, I shouldn't say guarantee, but majority of you don't eat as much food as I do, and it's just not enough. It doesn't happen.
It's not even close to how much people eat. I know that.
Well, I know they don't eat as much as I, but like it's like.
Well, no, they don't eat enough.
So why would they eat enough?
They don't even know. Yeah, exactly. They don't even eat enough for whatever parameters they're supposed to be in. So.
What other supplements you want to talk about?
Oh, alpha. What about alpha?
Alpha GPC.
Yeah.
Like the cheap limitless drug.
No, yeah, pretty much. It unlocks your brain.
It's a precursor to acetylcholine, I believe.
Mm-hmm. What's acetylcholine? Yeah, I was about to say, for people who don't know what acetylcholine is.
Hold on. Let's look up these definitions. I don't want to sound like I know, because I just fucking notice a difference in my nervous system when I take it.
Well, isn't that what like the chemical that's used to connect motor neurons to actual?
So, glycerol choline. Jesus Christ. Is a natural choline compound found in the brain. It's also a parasympathetic acetylcholine precursor, which has been investigated for its potential for the treatment of Alzheimer's.
Ooh.
According to what does alpha GPC do for you on the Google search, which I don't know how much you trust Google, but
whoa. We'll disclaimer here, we do not endorse nor deny these claims.
That it is used for cognitive enhancement and to increase power output in athletes.
Yeah.
It also appears to support cellular membranes and may prevent cognitive decline.
Oh, so all you people out there that are aging, which we all are, it will help.
When I take it, my brain works at a higher level. That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
So that's what alpha GPC is. That focus stuff that I take.
That fly is messing you up. You need some alpha GPC.
There's two of them.
Mess them up.
I got one.
Focus, Karate Kid. Get him.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Get him. Just pinch him. Ha!
And yeah, with my fingers. I'm not fucking Mr. Miyagi,
Come on,
bro.
Bruce Lee. This thing. He caught a bullet, for goodness sake.
Left hand is so worthless. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about your post. What's going to look like post performance for you? You said you want to build more tissue.
Well, isn't that how you get stronger? You got
so you can
tissue,
just
right?
You're going to go back to just I can eat all the food then, huh?
Probably, yeah. It'll be right around fucking Thanksgiving.
He's going to go from 28 to somewhere right around close to 4,000 calories.
Possibly.
Come on, get him. Come on.
I'm not the Karate Kid today.
Come on, Mr. Miyagi, get together. Let's go. Talk about all these.
You take a 12-week hiatus and do some hypertrophy work.
Oh, it's gonna be like vacation for you. 12 weeks of just getting to eat. Well, it's still hard though. That's a lot of freaking food.
I'll get to the point where I just don't want to eat anymore. Is what happens.
See, you just live in these cycles of like, oh man, I can't wait to eat all this food, and then you get sick of that, and it's like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna cut. Okay, I'm done cutting.
Yeah.
You're not cutting though, really, are you? Right now, you're just kind of maintaining. Or are you
I'm still trying to get to 198. It's just I'm stuck at 205 at the moment.
Uh-oh.
Not that big of a deal.
Still got 10 weeks. You're fine.
205 was the set point I wanted to get to because that'll make it easy to get to 198.
Right. So what I'm saying is like you're just maintaining 205 right now, though.
Yeah, I'm just trying not to be a fat ass.
It's impossible. It lives within you.
I did schedule all my food around eating a burrito today because I haven't had one in so long.
This guy just got his macros planned for this burrito and everything else just doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, it fit in. We're at around the same total calories. A little low on the protein, but I can sacrifice. Hit the carb mark because we got to lift tomorrow.
I sent you something. I want your live on air thoughts about it.
Ooh, live on air thoughts about something. this is gonna be the new thing. Is the reaction?
That would be great. We should just pull up videos on days where it's us and do reaction videos. That'd be funny.
Ooh.
What was that ooh for? Ooh.
I mean, he's humping the air, but move the weight.
Yeah, I agree.
That 245.
Yeah.
I think if we had done that in basketball, we would have probably been a little better.
Man, basketball players don't like the weights, do they?
I think if you got that kid's technique down, he's pressing like 275.
Could be.
If it were to be more of a... Because like that energy transfer of the hips moving that much, you're losing a lot of... you're not putting it into the bar at that point.
Yep. Well, and if you come off the bench too, you're not even using the bench to your advantage, I feel like.
I mean, he is because he's still driving into his traps, but if he had already started with it into his traps, right? So you can see it's not really much of a row down. More of a like, let me stop this thing against gravity.
My setup is never a problem with my legs. It's always a problem with keeping my upper back engaged.
You're not rowing it to you.
Yeah.
You row it to your chest.
Still trying to figure that out.
It's not letting gravity win. It's pulling it to you. So you can get all that tissue loaded and then pressing it off of you, which is really just you pushing away from it.
Right. I struggle with that. Like I'm working on it. I lose
when you do that, it feels like a feather. It's the craziest shit ever.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Like, I felt like I did a good job with it with the bands and chains once again, and I crushed like 315 or 320 at the top, and I was like, that didn't feel heavy at all.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about that. So
I don't know what to do with this.
These accompanying resistance maxes I'm getting, dude, are like really throwing me off. I'm like
well, I'm concerned about that.
Squat would be in the works, and we're talking like a 530 deadlift and a 340 bench. Like what?
Could happen.
See.
It could happen. Give him that 1300.
I'd rather try to get 14.
That'd be almost 1350 right there with those numbers. 14? Is that what the number is? That's the goal?
The goal is 2, bro.
Well, I just mean next competition.
I'm fucking trying. I don't care. Those are just check marks along the way. I don't give a shit about what happens as long as it's progress.
The number goes up and you feel good and you're moving well.
I guess to 2,000, in the next 10 years.
I'll fly out the day you're going to do.
That would be crazy. 200 pounds a year.
That would be pretty nutty.
Well, no, I guess it wouldn't be 200 pounds a year. I only need to add 800 pounds in 10 years. So what is it, 80 pounds a year?
Mm-hmm.
That seems doable.
Wait, 80 pounds in 10 years? Yeah, 800. Yeah. Yeah, that's doable.
Total.
Yeah.
Seems doable. Who the fuck knows?
80 pounds a year. So that's almost, how many pounds a month? 12 times 6 would be 72. 12 times 7. So 7 pounds a month on each lift?
No, between the 3.
Huh?
Between the 3 lifts.
Oh, just what you say?
Pounds a year for the total.
Oh.
800 pounds added to the total.
So 80 divided by
2,000 pound total.
Let's say 90 just to say roundabout. So 90 divided by 3 each lift. So that's 30 pounds. So yeah, you're looking at like 3.5 pounds
right.
A month. That's not bad. That's very doable.
It doesn't seem insurmountable.
No, not when you break it down like that. But everyone's like, oh, 2,000 pound total. But you're like, oh, 10 years. Here we go.
Well, I got nothing but time.
You just got to devote yourself to time.
I've already done this for 13 years in a row without taking any real break.
Where do you think your first big, like, plateau would be? Because, I mean,
I've already hit that for the last 7 years before I started doing this shit. So,
yeah. What were you doing?
At least for 5 years, at least from 25 to 30 was like a big plateau, I think.
Because you were just doing the wrong stuff. Yeah.
Whatever bro workouts I could find.
Yeah.
Think of.
Bring back the bros.
I was doing like systemic work and then like super crazy fucking hypertrophy stuff, but I was still doing lifting heavy too. I still wanted to be able to squat 405 and tried to get to a 500 deadlift and failed miserably at 485.
Why do you think you got stuck?
Because I didn't know how to fucking deadlift for one. 2, I didn't know how to train for a deadlift. Like, once again, just doing hypertrophy work.
Can't do it. Got to lift heavy weights to lift heavy weights.
Well, I did lift heavy, but like doing hypertrophy work for your deadlift, not going to make you that much better at a deadlift.
Oh, so you weren't doing like any like big deadlift movements?
I would just max out on deadlift.
Oh, well, you
max out on squat, max out on bench.
Yeah, you weren't building it. No builders. All testers. All testers.
Movements.
Yeah.
No. Like accessory work was what made me look good, not what made me perform good.
All builders, no testers, or all testers, no builders for Alex.
Which I mean, I think is a good base for like powerlifting. Actually, if you build enough tissue, then you can learn to train it at a higher level. But I waited until I was 30 to start doing that, so that was probably a mistake.
More tissue, more contraction potential. That's for sure.
Yeah. Like at 18, when I was repping 315 pounds on bench with absolutely shit form, is when I should have learned how to powerlift, because I could have probably done some exponential growth in that time period.
Right. I would say so.
Like these college kids I'm going to help.
Goodness.
Get freakishly strong because their nervous system's fucking just firing at a high level.
Bunch of weirdos.
Well, it's just when you're young. You got a bunch of GH, you got a bunch of testosterone.
Are we young anymore? We're not young anymore, are we?
I am, yeah. Are you kidding me?
Are we still young?
Or are we not?
What? I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel young.
Yeah, because you don't know how to fucking limit yourself. Your ability to auto-regulate is like that of a fucking young Padawan.
That's right, baby. Teach me, master.
No, you got to figure it out. That's your journey.
Well, help me, please, Lord.
Well, today you should have stopped when you said it felt tight.
Oh, I didn't know that was the issue.
What do you...
There was no pain, though. I hadn't had any pain in a long time. That's what I was saying.
Well, okay, but if it's tight, that's still a sign of overworked tissue.
Oh, man. I'm never going to get to lift again, then.
Muscles get tight when they're fucking fatigued.
Never going to get to
why
lift?
do tears happen? Because something gets overworked because something was tight. Like, what are we talking about here?
Never going to get to lift again.
How do you not see that as like the first yellow flag of like, hey, we got an issue. This is tight. Like, that's literally what everybody says before an injury happens. Like, yeah, I felt a little tight before. Like, oh, Okay.
Okay, relatively tight. How about that? Because before it was like I can't even move my back tight. Today
here's
it
a
was
good
like.
example. I did box squats the other day, right? And I had done knees the day before.
Mm-hmm.
So I had maybe some like new capacity, new range. I don't know. There was definitely some fatigue in the tissues that were in my shin. So when I would go to the 12-inch box, I would feel it in my tibialis. I'm like, that doesn't feel that great in the first set. Then I did the second set, and immediately it felt better.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't like it got worse immediately in the second set, or even by the end of the first set was still better than initially. So like if it's not blood flow getting to it's not helping it, then I wouldn't keep pushing it.
Yeah, that makes
Like
sense.
if from set 1 to set 2 your back got worse, probably shouldn't do set 2.
Yeah.
Or deload the weight.
I thought about that. I was like, probably shouldn't do this. So I did 1 rep, and I was like, no thanks, I'm good. This is not it.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the only way you can really learn. I try to help everybody with this, and everyone has to go through some form of it.
Go through some hell. I hope I'll be ready by
a little bit, but it's like
I'll be ready by the new year.
If I can do it with these college kids, man, then I can do it with anyone. If I can get them to not get hurt.
Oof, but, good luck.
Yeah, no, I mean,
balls to the wall all the time.
I'm cool with that part of it though. Like I don't really mind that aspect. It's like there's just got to be a smarter way about going about it.
No way.
Or there's got to be like some thought behind it, not no thought.
You think they're putting some thought into it right now?
Not yet.
Have you seen anything that they've been doing, or like, do they have anything written down, or?
No, not the majority of them. No.
Yeah. Okay. I was just, that's kind of what I was concerned, or not concerned, but curious about.
I don't know. I have no idea. It's a hodgepodge of people just working out at the moment, I think.
Just hanging out at the gym. Hey, there's worse places to hang out though on a Friday night, so you know.
No, it's
good for them.
Activity. I mean, I wish I had found something like that when I went to college.
Yeah, they're being productive at least, you know.
Yeah, something.
You don't think they're being productive?
I'm sure some are, some are not. I mean,
everybody
everybody know what they're doing. No.
Hey, maybe some are just there to socialize. Oh well, so be it.
Not the worst thing, but like we got to get some work in.
You think they get some work?
If you're getting access to like one of the nicest gyms, especially in the state, if not the country, probably put it to good use.
Nah, it's a crap
Just
hole.
my thought on the
crap hole.
Well,
no, it's pretty nice, I guess. Man, Cooper's been training like an athlete a lot more lately. He's ready to go now. Been jumping a ton, and he's like, screw this GPP stuff. I'm ready to go, baby.
Right.
Is he not there when you're there ever?
Yeah, I saw him today.
Yeah.
I guess he's going to help one of the local high schools with strength and conditioning, so that'll be cool.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Are they like a team that never wins, or are they someone that's actually pretty good?
I think they're like the best football team in Boulder.
Oh, nice. Here we go.
I don't know about any sport. I think they're pretty good at soccer too.
Right.
But.
Well, that'll be a nice undertaking for him. But he doesn't seem like a people person.
Yeah, he's good with people.
When he has to be.
Yeah. Room of 40 kids will be interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah. I'm ready to see how you go with the 40 kids. Put Alex in a room
25.
with. Oh, the number has already declined since I heard last.
Well, I didn't know.
Oh.
They can change at any moment.
What? No.
And take away the members.
No.
It's not like it's. Hey, man, I'm just there to hang out.
You're just there to hang out.
Nobody dies.
Eat the snacks.
I don't think there's any snacks, but if there's snacks, that'll be cool. Then I'll definitely keep showing up.
Yeah, that's how you keep Alex around, or how you get him to leave. You just say, "There's no snacks, buddy."
No food for you. The burrito that I'm gonna have after this is gonna be glorious.
Oh,
awesome.
What's your go-to? What's Chipotle? But like, what are you getting?
It's Cafe Rio, actually.
Oh, not Chipotle. Ooh.
Just simple, bro. It's just rice, steak, cheese, and sour cream with some hot sauce.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
They smother them at Cafe Rio, so.
Smother them in hot sauce?
Well, yeah, they get them with it's like their red sauce.
Give me the chili verde. That's what I want.
I don't like green sauce that much.
Oh my god.
You need a little kick, bro.
No, I don't need no psychopathic hot sauce. You bunch of weirdos.
Not psychopathic. It's just got a little bit of heat to it.
That video of that chick at the gym you're at that did the chip challenge. Now that's psychopathic. That's just crazy.
Yeah, it didn't even phase her.
What the?
That's one of the gym owners.
She was just like, yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, she didn't care.
God,
unfazed.
That was unreal.
What the fuck was that thing? I don't know. I saw it at the gas station. I was like, oh, I got to buy this.
I think if I did
always
that,
hear about how she can just like eat lava, and I was like, all right, I want to see this.
I think I would cry if I ate that chip.
That chip.
Yeah,
like, she got like one tear after like 10 minutes.
Is it one of those chips that you could just smell it when you took it out?
Yeah.
I've seen people do that challenge before, and I'm just like, God.
Carolina Reaper and something else that they put on it.
No, thank you.
That's pretty sweet.
What do you want, dude? Goober?
Clearly wants attention.
Yeah. Here we go. Dude, he's been struggling lately. Life, how's the dad life? Sleepless. Again.
Oh, and this should have no bearing on your
actually
squats either.
She slept amazing last night because she cried all day with dad yesterday. So we were exhausted by the end of the day yesterday because we took no naps. It was rough. But she's going through teething phase right now, so she's not willing to cooperate and do a whole lot of things right now. So you can't satisfy her because she's just in a lot of pain. So
sounds like fun.
No, yesterday was awful. Like I texted my wife and I was like, what do I do? Like she just will not. There was like we went for a walk, we went for a car ride, I rocked her. I tried to put her in the swing. I'm not gonna shake my child. She would stop crying, but I don't think that's the goal.
Oh yeah, sorry. Forgot. That's not to shake a baby ever.
But yeah. Told me. So she only slept for like 15 minutes. I thought I had her out, and I was like, oh yeah, here we go. I'm gonna take a nap. No, 15 minutes later, screaming. So it's not fun.
That sucks.
But I mean, she's worth it. It's just, God, it's hard. If you ever want to have a kid, or if you think you're not gonna have a kid, and you go the like, oh, it won't happen to me route, and it happens to you, good luck. Like, if you're not planned for this, because we were planned, like we were ready, like we were mentally locked in, ready to go. But for you people, you can't be. Like, there's no playbook on this, man.
It sounds like most of life.
I don't know. I think life is a freaking cakewalk compared to having a baby. I don't know what you people are talking about when you're like, my life is.
You would go back 1 year in time and be like, hey, this is really easy. You should enjoy this.
Yeah.
Because that Nathan thought it was really hard back then.
Yeah, it's a cakewalk. Like, I look back before Avery and I'm like, dude, what? My life was a joke. What are we talking about?
That's awesome.
And now I got this guy yelling at me. Hey, quit yelling. What do you want? Do you hear that? Holy cow.
I see him.
You want to go outside? Okay, 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right. Awesome. This is the part where I should probably do the advertisements. So we have, what is it? Instagram at Algo Performance, YouTube at Algo Performance, Twitter/X at Algo Perform, and Nathan's back.
Oh, you were giving
some really bad ads.
Your promos?
Fucking terrible. I need to work on that.
We need to
have like written ones.
We need to find sponsors, because if we can find sponsors, we can make money off of the Spotify episodes.
Yeah.
And you just run them as intros, or you can run them as ad breaks, or however you want to run them. So we can run them all.
Makes it this far in the podcast, we'll take sponsors for anything. Doesn't matter. Even if it's a fleshlight, I'll take fleshlight as a sponsor.
Yeah, and we can just run them at the beginning of the episode. So it's like Dave Tate's Table Talk, how he runs them for the first 5 minutes.
Dude, he gets them in the middle too.
Oh God, what a jerk!
Takes bathroom breaks now.
Yeah, because his podcast is 4 hours long.
Yeah, but It's full of a lot of information. I feel
Well,
like.
yeah, because he's got people that have done things for long periods of time, and
Yeah.
Dave's done stuff, and they like talking about their experiences that they've had forever and ever and ever. I fell asleep on the doctor one that you sent me. I was like listening to him, and then I woke up and I'm like, oh, I'm 30 minutes further into this than I was. How did I remember?
Dr. the Australian dude?
Yeah.
Andrew Locke.
Yep.
That guy's interesting.
It's very calm demeanor. He looks very towering, but he's like very calm. What was that? Hummus? Who's coming on next week?
Carlos.
Oh, this is the Coke guy? No, Luchador.
Yeah.
Tacos and booties.
Booties, tacos, and barbells. Yeah, exactly.
Booties, tacos, and barbells. That's a catchphrase.
Tacos, booties, barbell, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't remember either.
I follow him. He's pretty fun to follow. He cracks me up. He's a strong dude, isn't he? It is your gym.
Everyone's strong compared to you.
Hey, that's not nice. I resent that.
My gym, what? What were you gonna say?
Nope, I'm taking it back. No, I'm saying it. You're a jerk. What a dick. I was pretty strong. Now I'm just a little peon. Well, no, I was getting stronger. I wouldn't say I was strong, but
What is strong? It's all relative, right?
yeah, true.
What were
So
you gonna ask me about the gym?
That's what I tell people about their golf game, but they don't ever believe me. They're like, "How do you play so good?" Like, I mean, it's all relative. Like, if I hit a bad shot for me, people are like, "That's a great shot," and I'm like, "No, it's not. It's all relative. Like, if I don't perform to the level that I want to perform, then it doesn't matter. Like, if you hit a shot, yeah,
I'm dog shit at powerlifting. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be good at powerlifting, but we'll see.
yeah." Does your gym have a Mars bar?
No, we do not.
You gonna get one?
I don't know.
I keep seeing them all over the place. Thought about buying one.
Do it.
Just the backpack bar. They should have called that thing the backpack bar.
Why?
Because it's like a backpack. You just throw it on like your backpack, and
Yes, yeah.
so I guess kids are just squatting with Mars bars all day, every day, with those backpacks all the time.
Yeah, kinda.
Oh,
Backpack squat.
what squat are you doing? The backpack squat.
Ridiculous.
They don't even let kids wear backpacks hardly anymore.
What?
Yeah, just can't take them into classrooms anymore. No big deal.
What?
Yeah,
The fuck are you supposed to do with all those books and shit?
Put
Is
'em in
that
your-
not a thing?
put them in your locker.
Or is it like everything digital?
Pretty much everything's digital now. Google Classroom. The Google runs everything.
Here's a fun fact. Tickets for CU opener are double that of the opener for Kansas City.
Already?
Yeah.
Did they do that after or before they beat TCU?
They were pretty high priced before, but they just went up after even more. Like the box seats were
Jeez.
$2,000.
Dude, that's the best move that
price ticket is $321 for the CU opener and $150 for the Kansas City opener.
best move that university ever made. Best move.
Yeah, for sure.
It's-
They didn't have the money to pay him when they signed him.
Oh, wow, really? I didn't know
Talk
that.
about a leap of faith.
No kidding?
No kidding.
What? How did they
Once
how did they
sold out
convince
those
him then?
season tickets, 'cause, like, what do you mean? I'm like, we'll give you this much now, and then when we make enough, we'll give you the rest.
And he just was like, "Yeah, baby, let's do it."
It's like $35 million they gave him or something. Or
They
30
gave him
million,
$35 million?
or 30.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that big. I was thinking like 10 or something.
No, they didn't have it all. But then they sold out their season tickets.
Jeez. I wonder if when's the last time they've done that?
I don't know if they ever had.
That's what back when like Cordell Stewart played.
Maybe.
Didn't they have a really good run through there at one point?
I don't know. I was too young to remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. Cordell Stewart was a boss. Ended up being good for the Steelers.
Pretty good. Yeah, their early 90s teams were good.
They're going to be good this year, but hey, Raiders Broncos week 1, baby. Let's go. I think it's at Las Vegas though, isn't it?
I believe so.
Ooh.
Neutral site. Neutral site.
What?
They don't have a home field advantage there, you jackass.
Yeah, they do.
They don't. That is the most neutral site in the whole fucking country.
No shot. It's so good. We love that stadium.
Who's we?
Oh no,
there is no we, bro.
we play at your place. It's at the Mile High.
It's in Mile High? Oh
Yeah. Really? You think so?
I think so, yeah. Jimmy G and the fucking panty waist raiders.
You want to make it interesting?
How interesting. $20?
$20? Done. I'm in. Let's do it.
All right, deal.
If you want to go double, if you hit the over under?
No.
Do you play any fantasy football? That's what you need to do. No. Come on.
No, I forget about lineups, so I definitely don't need to do that.
I'm in 2 leagues now because my wife drugged me into one she didn't want to do.
Nice. So now you're trying to drag your friends into them. Good job.
Well, I enjoy them, so I think you would enjoy it.
I don't. I'd rather just play Madden.
You don't like strategery?
Yeah, I'd rather just have control of the fake players.
Did you buy the new Madden? Are you going to buy the new Madden?
I haven't played Madden in like 3 or 4 years.
Oh, so you don't even like Madden? Not this guy.
I don't play video games.
Listen, guys, when he says eat, sleep, train, he absolutely means it. The only thing he does for free time is Red Rocks and maybe Age of Empires every now and then.
Yeah, I'll hang out with friends a little bit. But
hey, can you tell Bill what the Red Rocks is? He didn't know.
Bill doesn't know what Red Rocks is?
Well, I mean, I know what it is, but I don't want to do it unfair justice and describing it poorly.
Coolest fucking place in the world to go see a concert.
What makes it so cool? Because the rocks are red?
Because it's a natural amphitheater that's just built into the fucking ground. Like, they didn't do anything. It just happened to be there.
And then they just put the stage up there?
Yeah.
That's cool. It's pretty big, though, too, isn't it? Like, it's
10,000 people.
It'll fit that many people? Wow. I didn't realize it was that big. I didn't know it was that big. Huh. What's your next visit to the Red Rocks?
I don't have one planned yet.
He just sees it and goes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well. Not all that bad. You didn't even go to the lake?
Go to the Fillmore soon.
You didn't go to the lake this weekend?
No, I could have. I decided to work.
He decided to work on Labor Day.
Advantages, bro.
He's a freaking robot sent to destroy us.
Looking for every shortcut that I can get.
Oh, I see how it is.
The more holidays I skip now, the less I skip later when I have more money than I know what to do with.
That's fair.
The way I have more money than I know what to do with is make money to pay off my stupid consumer debt so I can invest all the money that I make. Then it makes money for me.
That's fair.
2-step plan here. We're still only in phase 1, fortunately.
It's because he's doing this because he's seen the future because he's the Terminator, and so he already knows what his future looks like. So
future looks like whatever I want to make it, bitch.
Yeah, you can't change it. It's already set in stone.
It is? Oh, shit.
Well, I don't think so.
The world.
Whoa! Alex is here to save the world. Superhero Alex.
Right. I wouldn't say superhero.
Yeah, what would your what would your power be?
Coming of Jesus, right?
What would you
Isn't
pick?
That what like every crazy fucking serial cultist thinks they're like the second coming of Jesus, and
some of them
other people to believe it. Yeah,
some of them think that they're like prophets and whatnot. And it's like
I don't think I'm charismatic enough for that.
Did you ever watch Waco?
But not there. No.
The branch Davidians.
I watched that stupid fucking Swamp Boys documentary on Netflix because someone told me to, and they told me it wasn't an Urban Meyer thing, and it's totally just an Urban Meyer fucking.
The Florida Gator one?
Yeah.
I haven't watched that one yet either.
Trying to make him look good.
Oh, they're trying to save his reputation.
I think so. That's what it looks like.
Just try to get him out from under all the players that he was bringing in there, and in terrible ways he was bringing them in.
Oh, they didn't talk about any of that, so yeah.
Of course they didn't.
Well,
so
like
it's not
Michael Jordan documentary when Michael Jordan made it.
The Last Dance?
Yeah.
I liked it. It was good.
It was okay, but it was all just talking about Michael being awesome.
Not all of it.
Pretty much. He admitted a little fault in there, so you got, got you on his side a bit, but it was all just about how awesome he was.
I mean, he was awesome. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Urban Meyer was an awesome coach. Same difference. Like, the person who's making the goddamn movie is going to have a different bias than other people.
No, you mean the media spins the way they want things to spin?
Well, the media does it in like totally fucking shitbag ways, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I just meant like you have someone paying to have something made. They have a certain way they want it to appear. And history is only written by the winners. That's why winning's so fucking important.
That's what I was watching something about the Egyptians and Exodus, and like some people believe that like the Hebrew Exodus didn't actually happen and the Israelites never left Egypt. But it's like, well, if it did or didn't, Egypt's not going to write about it because Egyptians didn't write about their fails and their losses and all that stuff. So it's like, why can't we find it in Egyptian culture? It's like, because they don't write about when they lose things, and they lost 1 million slaves to their workforce. You think they're going to write about that? Don't think so. So kind of.
The Library of Alexandria got burned down, so we have no actual history of any of that, allegedly.
Man, what more we would know if it hadn't have been.
Maybe, right?
Be pretty crazy. Oh,
know all about the aliens.
My freaking back is not wanting to sit here.
No.
The aliens? Freaking aliens. They put the pyramids there.
Oh, something did. Those fucking giant blocks didn't just fucking move themselves.
I've watched about every justification video I possibly can on that, and I'm still like, I don't think so.
I don't think you get enough slaves to move those things, but
they had a bunch.
Yeah, but you would need some sophisticated pulleys and levers and like some crazy shit.
Yeah, you would think.
Even with all those people.
But they can just put
strolling obelisks across the sand.
Yeah.
Like how? These giant crystals.
Piece of cake. Hey, the new Napoleon documentary looks legit.
Does
you don't care about history though, probably.
What's the angry little guy going to teach me?
But yeah, but hey, Joaquin Phoenix is the lead role, so here we go.
Oh, that's probably not better than West Side versus the World, so whatever.
Oh my god, this guy. Get him out of here.
I watch that pretty regularly now.
It's just on your TV constantly. You go home to your juice box and West Side versus the World. Mom, where's my juice box?
Right.
West Side versus the World is on.
Exactly.
This is your cartoons. This guy didn't watch cartoons. He's watching West Side versus the World as a little kid too.
Yeah.
He's got Louis' old tapes and he's playing them one by one.
I mean, I do have a DVD with him on it that I have yet to watch. I should probably plop that in sometime.
I watched the sprinting, How to Train Sprinters one the other day. Just for fun.
What was it?
Typical Louis. Just typical Louis stuff.
Typical Louis. Typical Louis.
It's kind of interesting. It was like you could all the accessories were done on his sick West Side machines though, and it's like, Louis, I can't train him like that, dude. I would love to, but
right.
Give me some alternatives.
Now you're gonna get on this, and you're like, oh, God,
yeah.
I don't have
he had
that.
the MR19 or whatever it was, the one where you push like you slide or whatever. I was like,
dude, that thing sucks.
Yeah, okay. How many people have this machine, Louis? Like, what do we do?
I mean, he was trying to sell stuff, bro.
No, I know, I get it, but it was just like,
awesome.
Yeah. No kidding, you're developing high-level sprinters because you just have the coolest stuff. Like the plyo swing, the 7 different variations of the reverse hypers. Yeah.
Real deal stuff.
Yeah. Well.
Should we call it good because wincing in pain over there with your back? And
I'm not wincing in pain. It's not comfortable sitting in this position. It's not fun. I like have to constantly adjust every 5 seconds. I feel like my back feels like this right now.
Laid back a whole lot of nothing. Next week we should have another guest.
Yeah. Huh. Huh.
Wah, wah.
This guy's 0 for 2 in the last 2 weeks. Tell him he's fired.
Hey. This one was not in my control. Okay?
Yeah. I hope like everything's okay on that front. I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, exactly. So quit being such a dick over there.
That makes me that's a little scary. Like when you let's hope everything's okay. Best wishes to our unnamed guest that we're not going to tell you.
Not going to tell you.
Not going to tell you who it is.
Again.
Yeah, until he comes.
Even then, we probably won't tell you.
Yeah, for sure. It's not happening, so get over it. But all right. Thank you all who tuned in for another.
Sorry for the lacklusterness. I hope we had something good in there.
We talked about cartoons and SpongeBob. It was great.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Something all right. That's for sure.
Talked about you being a cyborg, and we're on to you, buddy. Episode 26 will further unveil the cyborgness of Alex Lewis. This has just become a witch hunt podcast.
What are we witch hunting exactly?
We're trying to find out the real mystery. It's gonna change. I'm gonna change the name. Who is Alex Lewis?
What? I'm the person. You see it. I put it. Everything I do on social media almost.
Find out next time on another episode of Irrelevant Podcast.
About an 80-20 rule. I put about 80% of my life on social media.
That's terrifying. But 80% of what you do is eat, sleep, train. So, I mean, it's not... Come on now.
I mean, if you're going to be good at this, don't you have to do it?
Yep. You got to do it.
Just the random things that I do on there as well.
Do it. Yeah, sometimes you do.
I don't do that many random things.
Did you cardio today?
Yeah, did you cardio?
Oh, man. It's just...
And most people don't.
No, I like that how consistent you are for sure. So good for you, man. Kudos to you.
Somebody has to be.
You definitely are the king of consistency. That's for sure.
If you don't get results if you're not consistent, do you?
No, sure don't. Sure don't.
Get hurt and
shut up. Hey, I'm consistent. I just got hurt. I got hurt.
Only getting hurt at this point. Yeah.
No, shut your mouth. You shut your mouth.
Fucking Mr. Hero.
Don't sign up for his training. That's where it came from. I got hurt from the cyborg. Mission accomplished.
I'll take part of it is because
I
didn't understand how to max out. But
it's not your fault.
I need to write in big letters, do not make 50-pound jumps.
Learn to be smarter.
Well, now people get 2 rep maxes. It's a little more sustainable. You can't just YOLO it.
But no, you can't.
Right.
You can't because fatigue sets in.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
so then if you only get one, it's like, okay, cool. We have
that's a one. Yeah. Yeah. Might incentivize people to fail more though. It's like, I can do this for 2. Boom. Yeah. Fail.
If that's the only time they fail in training, then that's fine. I don't really like. That's another thing. Not failing anymore is probably better than failing all the time. I think
that's true. That's true.
All right. Bye, everyone. It's been fun.
Goodbye, Alex. It's always a pleasure, sir.
Yep.
Tell your alien family I said hello.
Yeah, we'll do.
See you, man.